Hi everyone, good day. This is Mr. Alistair Apollo. Welcome again to my Math is Fun channel. This channel is an educational channel to help everybody out there who are doing the online classes and those who are answering their modules over there. So, hi, this video discussion is meant for you to help you understand your math lessons and also to help you improve your performance in mathematics. And also, of course, to help you realize that math is not a difficult subject, but it's easy, fun, and interesting. So if you want this video, please share this one to your friends, especially those friends who are in need a tutorial class. So they don't need to pay about that one. They just watch the video and they will learn and improve their performance in mathematics. This is very helpful to improve your performance in mathematics. So I guess you are now ready to learn new things in this video discussion, right? But before anything else, do not forget to subscribe my channel and please share this channel or videos to your friends. So I will be happy to spread the love, spread the learnings, and spread the good news about mathematics. So now we can now start with our topic. Our main objective in this video discussion will be about to solve applied problems by using inequalities. So to solve applied problems by using inequalities, inequalities can be used to solve applied problems involving phrases that suggest inequality. So the table gives some of the more common such phrases along with examples and translations. So as you can see, we have a phrase more than. So is more than an example, a number is more than 4 and that gives us an inequality x is greater than 4. Another thing also for less than is a number less than negative 12 and that gives us a symbol for inequality as this. And for at least, an example of that, a number is at least 6, then we can have an inequality symbol as this. And of course is at most is example at most or a number is at most 8 and you can just have it as x as less than or equal to 8. Do not forget about the symbol of at most and at least. That is the common most of the common words or translation in mathematics or in algebra rather that students are commit mistakes sometimes. So we use the same 6 problem-solving steps from section 2.4, changing step 3 to write an inequality instead of write an equation. So are you ready? So please do not forget the symbols that we use for phrases and for inequality. So I know you're all excited to know and apply these in a word problem. So again, do not confuse such statement as 5 is more than a number because with phrases like 5 more than a number, the first of these is expressed as 5 greater than x, while the second is expressed as x plus 5 or 5 plus x. So please do not be confused about this one. And of course, let's have an example. Let's try to apply the inequalities that we have learned in a given worded problem. So are you ready? I know you're all ready. So example, Maggie has scores of 98, 86, and 88 on her first 3 tests in algebra. If she wants an average of at least 90 after her fourth test, what score must she make on the test? This is sound interesting rather. So we have it there. The solution, let x be Maggie's fourth test score. So you have it 98 plus 86 plus 88 plus x all over 4, which is greater than or equal to 90. Since the goal of Maggie is she wants an average of at least 90 after her fourth test. So at least means greater than or equal to based on the table. So to solve, you have it multiply both sides by 4 or you can cross multiply 4 times 90. Then you have it, okay, 272 plus x minus this one. Okay, this is more simple. Okay, 4 times 90, that gives us 360. And then 98 plus 86 plus 88, that gives you 272 plus x. Then to eliminate 272, we will apply the subtraction property of inequality. That's why we have negative 72, 272 and negative 272 to both sides of the equation. So now, so we have it, x is greater than or equal to 88. So in short, Maggie must get greater than or equal to an 88 grades. So that's how, so that's what she wants, or an average of at least 90 after her fourth test. So I hope you'll be able to get and grasp the concept. So very easy, right? So next is, of course, I just want to remind everybody about the graphing. So in graphing linear inequalities, please remember that when we say, so we have it here, the standard notation, the graph representation, the interval notation, and the set builder form. So we are just trying to summarize about the graphs that we talked about in the last videos about linear inequality. So when we have the symbol less than, so example of that is x is greater than negative a and x is less than a. This is our standard notation. And then always remember, please be observant about the preposition that we use. And that means, okay, open ball or open circle, as you can see, open circle, and it's greater than, the negative is greater than, so it's going here and also here. So this is the solution set where negative a and b are not included. So you can rewrite it as this form in interval notation. And if you want set builder notation, then you can have it x such that negative a is less than x and less than a. So that's how you write it. So please be careful and please remember this one because it's very important. Another is less than or equal to. Okay, so we still use the preposition and. So with that, we can have it, example, x is greater than or equal to negative a and x is less than or equal to a. So as you can see, okay, close circle where negative a and a are included. So again, they're all included. So with that, so as you can see, they will intersect in here. They have same or yeah, they have intersection. Remember the set theory, intersection, they intersect. So this is the part of their solutions where negative a and a are included. These are the solution set rather. So the interval notation for that is we use brackets, negative a and a. And if you want to write it in a set builder notation form, then you can have it x such that negative a is less than or equal to x and less than or equal to a. So let's go over with the greater than, but in this case, as you can see, we use the preposition or. That means what? Okay, let's see. Let's observe the graph rate later. So x, example, x less than negative a and x is greater than a for or. So as you can see for or, okay, there is no common elements. There is no intersection between the solution set of negative a and a. So as you can see, they are in the opposite direction. For negative a, it goes to the negative infinity. For a, it goes to the positive infinity. But both negative a and a are not included. So you can rewrite it as this: a union, or this one, negative infinity, negative a, since it goes to negative infinity, so you write negative infinity, then negative a. And since it's a first going to the positive infinity, so we have it a to positive infinity. We use union because they never intersect. So it's either, that's why we use the word or the preposition or. It determines the solution set that the solution set of negative a and a will never, or there is no intersection between their solution sets. So we can have it in the set builder notation form as this: x such that x is less than negative a or x is greater than a. So you can rewrite in this. We cannot have it in a compound inequality because there is no intersection. Again, you cannot rewrite it as this, like this, because this one, there is no intersection between their solution sets. So please take the note of that. I have to emphasize this one. And another, greater than or equal to, we can have it x is less than or equal to negative a. Again, we use same preposition or. and x is greater than or equal to a. So as you can see, there is no intersection, but this time a and negative a are included. That's why we have the shaded part or shaded circle. So we have it negative infinity and then negative a. Remember, this one shows included or inclusion. Union of a, where a is included, and going to positive infinity. It's fine that you don't need to write positive in infinity or infinity. You'll just write infinity right away. It's understandable. And for the self-builder notation form in this given example, we have it x such that x is less than or equal to negative a, or x is greater than or equal to a. Okay, you can only, please always remember, you can only rewrite the two solution sets as one solution set or compound inequality form when you use the in standard notation as n, or if there is intersection between their solution set of the two given set. Okay, example, negative a and a. Example of and here. So I hope you'll be able to remember this one. Please do not forget about this table. This will help you a lot in order for you to understand about the concept of linear inequality, especially in writing the solution set of it using the interval notation, and most especially in graphing. So that's all for this video discussion. And I hope everybody got it correct. And thank you so much for supporting my video discussion. And please don't forget to share this one to those students who are in need of a math discussion. This is very helpful, I tell you. You will learn something in my channel. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. That's all for this video discussion. Please do not forget to subscribe. Always remember, at the end of the day, we should always remember that math is fun. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day.